Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And tough starting field position here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sharif Floyd. Busting throw to get him for a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Play clock winding down. On second down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The play clock's running down. Ryan looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick-6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They run it again with Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Go! Here we go! Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Hurry up! Here we go!
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here we go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A.J. Tarpley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And into the... zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
But Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along.
It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
They'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Blair Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Vikings.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Ohio. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go. What? Flex round. Ohio, let's go. What?
Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Blair Brown in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Grand 38. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run for it with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. Play clock winding down. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard, Leopard.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there, 97 yards. And the Packers continue to roll. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a give. This is the fullback, Ripkowski. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! Try it, 38!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Blair Brown bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 77 yards. shift together here from the D-line. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Green, punt.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
it.